For now, it's fair to say that moving up the ranks will be difficult.
It doesn't seem like I'm fit for this company, so I'd like to resign.
We did some research about you. We'd like to offer you a position for 100K annually.
What?
Trouble Busters!
And again, I wasn't hired. My name is Tom. I'm a poor young man who's looking into being hired for any full-time job, but I haven't had any luck. Whoa! That's a winning bet ticket! This might be a winning ticket! Ugh, it wasn't a winning ticket.
Seems like you didn't win this time, sir.
Who are you? A CEO of a housemaking company.
That's right. We're only a small business that's barely surviving, though. I heard you say that you weren't hired again. But would you like to work with us?
Really? But why?
It's only a loss to the society to have a promising young man like you stay unemployed. I'd like you to come work with us.
Mr. Timothy, my CEO? This is how I started working at Mr. Timothy's company. As I met him on the street, I wanted to repay my gratitude to him for helping me out when I was hopeless, and I've been working as hard as I can. However,
Tom, we received another complaint about you. I guess I still need to keep an eye on you.
understood. I'm very sorry about that, sir.
I, out of all people, know how amazing you are. But then I couldn't nominate your promotion to full-time unless you prove that without me.
You're right. If you nominate my promotion when I'm not doing so well, you might end up ruining your reputation too.
That's right. I'll take care of the complaint on my end as usual.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. This was partially my fault. Tom, I'm sorry that I have to be so strict on you, given my position.
No, this was my fault.
You'll work for your sake, and I'll work for your sake. Others aren't very happy about your presence, but I hope you don't worry about anything, because I'm here to protect you.
Okay. So, thanks to Mr. Timothy's advice, I've been able to secure another contract. He's such an amazing person. But on the other hand, I need to do better. I can only see why I make just $20,000 annually.
I see. I've only worked in the restaurant industry, so I'm not very well versed with the construction industry.
I see. Anyway, I'm going to try my best so my CEO will recognize me as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I disturbing you guys?
No, that wasn't what it was about.
Let us tell you.
Are you telling me to look into how you're evaluated?
I'm sorry.
Tom, what's the matter? You promised that you'll trust me with how you're being evaluated.
Yes, that's right, but,
Are you not going to keep your promise?
well,
I've always kept my word with you, but are you not going to do the same?
there's actually a reason why I decided to talk to you about this. I decided to talk to Mr. Timothy about what happened at the bar last night.
Well then,
In that case,
you would rather trust those strangers over me when you've known me for a long time, right?
it's not about trust, but it's more like I've been convinced, and that was why.
Why are you taking those irresponsible guys' words for it? They get to say whatever they want without being responsible for anything.
In that case, I'd like you to convince me otherwise.
How could you?
You would be able to do that if you're telling the truth, right?
I've been evaluating you fairly.
Without any personal feelings involved?
Of course.
I see. In that case, I'm sorry, but I can't work here any longer.
Huh? Why are you doing this?
It's quite common to leave a temporary contract because you can't agree on the offered pay, right?
Okay, fine. What a shame. Good luck with everything.
This was how I decided to resign from Mr. Timothy's company. I feel grateful for him, but I have a living to make and a future to live. I guess I'll try applying for this company, just in case I get hired. This might just turn out as if I'm doing it for my memory, though.
We did some research about you. We'd like to offer you a position for $100,000 annually.
Huh? Thank you for your time.
Wait, hold on. Why are you leaving? Are you saying that 100K isn't enough?
There's no way my annual salary will suddenly be 5 times more than what I was making. You can't trick me into this.
Quite frankly, I can't believe that your former workplace was hiring someone like you as a temporary employee.
Huh?
I'm telling you that the people who talked to you at the bar were correct.
This was Joseph, the CEO, revealed a shocking truth to me. Shame on me for my ignorance. But then, the business owner who took advantage of my ignorance is absolutely guilty. And I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters!
Yes, you're completely right. Our CEO, Timothy, is in charge of designing the blueprint.
In that case, why is it that the provided images are different from the house that was actually built inside out?
What is it that's different?
It's different It's almost different from the cover and the contents of the comic book. This is unforgivable. It's completely different from what was expected.
Thank you so much for an easy to understand explanation.
Sir, this is bad. Our stockholders, including Mr. Stephen from Full Max Company, are here saying that they would like to see you, sir.
Hello, everyone. What brings you all here today?
Why are you acting as if you don't know why we're here?
We heard from one of your board members that the majority of the causes of this large-scale complaint were handled by you, Mr. Timothy.
That was because of Tom, who recently quit.
I don't know who that is, and that's none of your business.
What happened with that person who resigned?
Your board members have told us about how you've been covering for the mistakes that the employee in question had made.
Is that true?
Yes, of course. It's just that there had been a mistake that I couldn't cover.
In that case, that's your responsibility as the chief executive officer, right?
Well,
The directors on the board unanimously stated that if the employee in question is truly causing so much trouble for the president personally, they've advised that the contract should be reviewed.
well, that was because...
They also said that you insisted that you'd protect the employee named Tom no matter what.
I don't recall any of that. Maybe the board members remembered it incorrectly.
There are audio recordings from the meeting, along with meeting notes, too. You'd better be responsible for what you say.
No, please, listen to me. It turned out that there were things that he never reported to me.
In that case, it's your poor management.
He even lied to me.
In that case, you should have confirmed better.
He wouldn't comprehend what I told him.
In that case, it's your lack of guidance.
What the heck is wrong with this guy? I've been apologizing because of my position, and yet they keep picking on me.
Look, Mr. Timothy, why do you look slightly upset when this is all your fault?
No, that's not true.
You're angry.
No, I'm not angry.
You're angry because you told that you're angry. How can you be so upset when this was all your fault? How can you even say a word?
Ugh.
Will you please tell me what's on your mind as you're giving me all those words?
No comment.
This conversation hasn't been productive at all until this point. May I ask what's on your mind as you're making our eardrums shake up as you're giving us those worthless words?
No, you may not ask.
Honey, I think that's enough.
You're right. Rather than wasting our time hearing this gibberish that doesn't even suffice as excuses, I'd rather be handling complaints.
Whoa, his harsh words are only finishing off Timothy.
What else do you want from me?
I still wish I could choose to trust you. But don't tell me that everything that seemed to be your credit had actually been that resigned temporary employee's credits.
Of course not. Tom couldn't handle a thing without my guidance.
In that case, why is your company getting so many complaints?
As I explained to you, there's an unfortunate event that happened within our company, and that's why this is happening.
Honey,
What is it?
I'm sorry to tell you, based on my instinct, but I have a feeling that the resigned employee had been doing a great job, and this is all happening because that person ended up leaving the company.
Oh no, her instincts are good. About that,
We don't care about that at this point, Melaine.
Timothy couldn't help but smile hearing this. What's this? He's suddenly turning into a good guy? Maybe he's one of those bullies from a movie.
What matters is what's happening now. This will all depend on how Mr. Timothy saves his company from this crisis.
What?
There's no point in wasting time thinking about an employee who already resigned. If Mr. Timothy can save the company, he wins. If he doesn't, he loses. That's all there is to it.
Oh no, he's just being realistic.
Anyway, you need to figure out this situation as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out the best that I can.
Are you sure about that?
Well then, I'll see you at the next shareholders meeting.
Oh, okay.
That's only if until the shareholders meeting.
What? Are you saying that you'd like to terminate your contract?
You're asking for the down payment, but we're currently trying to sort things out on our end.
You should have saved your company from this crisis.
Yes, sir. We'll make sure we figure this crisis out. This is happening all because of Tom. I'm not forgiving you, Tom. Tom!
Sir,
What? Is that Argument King still around?
no, that's not it. There's someone named Tom who claims to have worked here before, saying that he'd like to speak to you in person.
What? Really? Let him in. I knew it.
Huh?
I knew things didn't go the way you expected.
Well, it's completely different from the way I expected when I used to work with you.
Stop acting so tough. I know that no one was willing to hire you, and you're back begging for your position.
No.
Well, I'm sure the board members will be against the idea of having you back with us, but
You should listen to the other people, Timothy.
well, we're in a bit of a crisis. If you help us out of this trouble, we don't mind considering bringing you back.
Are you planning on rehiring me as a temporary employee again?
I have no choice. Once you resign, everything you accomplish until then is reset, even when you come back.
Thanks to those accomplishments, I've been able to find a new job.
What?
I can do sales, I can handle design, I manage construction projects. I even held a certification as an interior coordinator. I could do cost estimation, I could handle all the office work too. Apparently, being able to cover every single role in a house building company made me an extremely rare person in this industry. But I honestly thought anyone could do what I was doing. Turns out, I was wrong. And I really wish you made that clear to me.
It may have been seemingly so. I had to. Unless I've done things this way, I wasn't confident enough to protect you from the board members. I didn't want you to end up being overly self-confident. Don't you get it? I wanted to protect you from those who wouldn't understand how talented you were.
Protect me, huh? Did you truly intend to protect me from anyone?
Oh, you can't be like that. You're repaying insult for my favor. I've always been by your side, all along. And isn't that why you've grown so much?
You're right. Maybe it was like that in the beginning.
No, it's still the same. You have a wonderful potential talent, but it's still under development. If I were to say that you're trying to get a driver's license, you only have a permit, Tom. You could only drive through the society because I'm your training wheels. I've explained this to you multiple times.
But you were wrong.
What did you just say?
The guy I ran into at the bar, as well as my current CEO, has both said that anyone could say what you're telling me.
No way! They're wrong!
Oh yes, they're right. And when I thought back, I couldn't help but agree. Everything you say is just vague, generic advice like stay flexible or adapt, or be extra careful when things are going well, or know yourself and know your enemy, or take care of your health. Seriously? Take care of your health? Even my mom could tell me that.
But then, you've made mistakes despite my guidance, too.
That's because I'm a human. We all make mistakes sometimes. But whenever it happens, you've always...
Oh, I knew you would make a mistake.
Say it then. Anyone could tell me that they had a feeling that I'd make a mistake if it's after I made one.
I thought I'd only interfere with your growth if I told you about it in advance.
You failed as a CEO.
What?
You should have considered your client's company before you considered my growth. Why would you choose to cause trouble to your clients for the sake of your personal belief?
That's because I cared about you.
Are you sure?
Why do you ask?
You never noticed the mistakes that I've made, but you can't stay in an advantageous position if you admit it. So you acted as if you knew all along.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong. And even if you were telling the truth right now, I haven't been acknowledged by the board members because you would choose to do that. Couldn't you have chosen a different method? The heck about protecting me at all? You're only cornering me.
Stop being so immature.
You turn a blind eye to my subordinates' misconduct. You knew it was a mistake, but you let it go on purpose so I could grow. Dear client companies, please support the development of your team. Seriously? Who's the one being immature here? The kind of attitude is incredibly unfair to the clients on the receiving end. I'll admit, in the beginning, you were better than I. You really did teach me a lot of things I didn't know, and for that, I'm genuinely grateful.
See, I knew that I was right.
But I can't forgive you for not evaluating my skills the way they should have. But then, I also understand that I made it to where I am now because you saved me back then. So I've talked to my current workplace to bring you a remedy plan.
Remedy plan?
I'm sure you would already know since we've been in the media, but my new workplace, Sharp and Clean Homes, is looking for a company to buy over for its growth.
Wait, don't tell me.
That's right. We'd like to take over your company.
Are you talking about a corporate acquisition?
Yes, if you decide now.
You've got to be kidding me. If we end up agreeing to that, I'll no longer be the CEO.
Generally speaking, that's what would happen.
No way. I would never agree to this.
But then you have to face the reality, Timothy.
Oh no. We already had 20 companies rescind their contracts with us.
We only have about 10% of private contracts left compared to what we had. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are we all going to lose our jobs?
After making me handle all the hassle, you're paying for it at this time. You don't have the power to solve the situation. Ugh. The price offered for your company will probably be way below its true value, but it's still better than losing everything and ending up with nothing, isn't it?
Oh, shut up. I said I'm never agreeing to this.
In that case, are you just going to wait around until you lose everything?
It's none of your business. If you're going to stay around harassing me, I'm going to call security.
This guy.
Fortunately, we have enough savings. We have enough assets. We'll break down whatever it takes to overcome this crisis.
This makes it even more important to spend those savings in the company's price to rebuild the company.
I'm going to call the security.
Well then, if you insist, there's nothing I can say to you further. Although I hate you so badly at this point, I still owe you. That's why I wanted to save you.
I would never beg you to save me. I'm a talented CEO who established this company all on my own to begin with. We're going to overcome this crisis. I know that I can do this.
By the time Timothy finally regained his motivation, it was far too late. What he produced was only the kind of result you'd expect from someone who had waited too long. He poured all of his savings into trying to revive the company, but it was already beyond saving.
Oh my goodness! 1 penny? Is my company only worth a penny?
We are terribly sorry to tell you.
Why would my company only be worth a penny after just 3 years?
This is because your company has been suffering from poor performance, continued losses, and has fallen into a state of excessive debt. You're experiencing a cash flow shortage, aren't you?
Ugh, you're right. But we can still make this happen.
You, out of all people, would know that's not going to happen, right? If you fail your business, you'd end up causing trouble to your employees and your clients. In that case, you should let it go, even if it's worth a penny. As long as the company still exists, there's a chance that it'll regenerate. We might be able to protect your employees.
I don't care about any of those possibilities.
If you're a CEO, if you're a king of your establishment, you should know when to retreat. Am I wrong?
Damn it! Damn it!
You had a chance to rebuild your company if this were 3 years ago.
Oh, please, Tom, will you come back to work with us again?
What's going to happen to me if I were to switch back to my career at your failing company? If only you were recognizing Tom's performance without looking down on him, none of this would have happened. You were too easy on yourself, Timothy. When those at the top become corrupt, collapse is inevitable. Isn't that true, whether it's a dynasty or an organization?
But my company.
If you understand what we're talking about, please accept this penny.
Oh God, the smallest currency of our country. If I knew this were to happen, I should have cherished Tom and my employees better.
And so with the 1 cent acquisition of Perfect Home Corporation, Timothy stepped down as CEO. His money ran out, his family turned their backs on him, and he was left completely alone. Meanwhile, my annual salary rose from $100K to $150K, and I'm set to be appointed as an executive next year. Repaying a favor is the right thing to do, but those who take advantage of the kindness from their own gain will always pay the price in the end. Trouble Busters!